It's our first podcast of 2026. I guess we only took a couple of weeks off there. Man, we've been going nonstop since like July. And we actually snuck in another, well, by the way, this is Dark Matter, Midwest Ghost Hunters at Pythian Castle.
If you would, like, share, comment on whatever platform you're listening on. And if you have paranormal activity, you can always contact us at mwghosthunters.com.
We snuck in an investigation right before Christmas. We did the investigation at Kat and Erika's house. It's a reinvestigation. They had asked us to come out. This is the house in Sparta, and we went out there and we did our investigation, and it was cold as fuck.
Yeah, and I think this actually may be the most number of EVPs we've ever caught in any location, as far as just number.
I don't even know how to count. I mean, there's hundreds.
So are these EVPs that we're for sure are EVPs, or are these EVPs that we're going to kind of vet we go?
Okay, round one is sitting down and listening to everything. Round two is putting it all out there. Round three is where you whittle those down. After round three, no, he's talking about round two yielded hundreds over the course of the past couple of days. And this morning, we've gone through and listened and whittled that down. And there's still a shitload. There's a bunch
that are in the unknown category. I never say that what we're hearing is definitely for sure a ghost, but it's stuff that we can't on our own debunk.
When we were there, I didn't really hear a lot.
Well, I didn't hear I don't know how to quantify a lot, but I heard
But I
stuff.
don't know how late you guys stayed. I had to leave early that night, so I wasn't sure how.
For sure, when me and Hunter and John and Bobby, I think, were in that bedroom, you could just hear breathing the whole time. You know, we were all being completely quiet because we could hear it, and you could still hear this breathing happening in the room.
I saw a little shadow figure go across the floor that was in there. I saw that, and we also had the pillow that got moved on us too.
Well, and let's not forget, let's back up a little bit and mention, first of all, we had Kat and Erika stay.
Yes, okay, yes, Kat and Erika was there. They were there. That's important to mention. I almost forgot about the video they showed us.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen the video.
Okay, so
my wife came with us to this one. This was her first time ever really doing this. She came to Mars Hill, which was really just running away from hillbilly. This was the first time there was actual. I told her, I was like, look, this place has weird shit. Like, there's stuff here you might see or hear something you can't really explain. I was trying to prepare her for this.
So I guess you and I are the only two, unless Hunter did. And Jenna. No, Bobby did too. They have this video. It was on an iPad.
Can we post that?
Yes, because she sent it to me.
Okay.
We can post. I didn't want to post anything before we talked about it, and then I forgot about it.
That's the weirdest video I've ever seen that I can actually validate.
Usually when people pull up a video to show, they're going to show like something I can't see. Usually. Now that doesn't mean it's not there. But usually videos being pulled up don't excite me a whole lot because I can never really see the thing that the person's trying to show.
Well, 99% of the time it's this orb that could very well just be dust or something, right?
Well, this one was odd, and it took a couple of watches.
Oh, I had to watch it like a dozen times.
Because the first time through, and maybe it was because I went into it with that mindset, the first time through I didn't see anything. But then when she pointed out what we were looking for there, it was the weirdest fucking thing.
It's this thing that changes shape. Like, it's this thing that
and I hate to say that.
In one frame, it looks a certain way. And then another frame later, it's completely different.
So it's like a shot into the dining room kitchen area. You can see like the dining room table sitting there. This is a clear video. I mean, this isn't one of those, shaky Bigfoot things. No. This is a clear video, and it's a stationary video. I think it didn't seem to move much.
It moved a little bit at one point because it goes out of it goes out of frame and then comes back.
Oh, that's right. They're panning a little bit, but otherwise it's a pretty solid. It doesn't move a lot. But you can see once they pointed it out. I don't know how the fuck they ever saw that. But once they pointed it out under the table as you're looking at it on the right side, there is what appears to look like a dog.
Okay, so I saw that the whole time. My brain was telling me, oh, that's a dog.
Yes, I know.
It's not the dog.
No, it's not.
It looks like the dog.
Or it looks like a dog.
But it's not.
And we will post it. I'll pull it up.
Did you not?
No.
He didn't.
He was out.
I was doing all the audio.
Yeah, I think he was setting up.
I was in the back in the audio.
But
we were doing the interview with them. We were doing the interview.
Right. We were sitting at the table doing that pre-interview thing. Okay. So anyway, under the table, you see what looks like the face of a dog looking towards you.
Thought it was a dog the whole time. That's why when they were saying, look at this, and I was like, what?
But then as the camera or as the iPad that they filmed it on pans a little bit to the left, there's a face. And I don't like it when people see faces and shit. You know, whenever they see faces in the campfire.
Because it could be pareidolia, right? But
most of the time, yes.
But this is not pareidolia because it changes. Like what you see actually physically changes.
Well, not only that, but it's not pareidolia because I stood up, walked away, and crouched down and looked at that table, and there's nothing under there. I thought maybe there's a house plant or something back there that's throwing some kind of weird shadow. There's nothing back there. So as the camera pans from what you see, it looks like a dog looking at you to the left. It looks like there is a human face under the other side.
So there's something on the right and there's something on the left.
And then as it pans back to where the dog was, you see the dog's head turn.
Yeah, it's creepy. It gave me a chill when I finally saw what I was looking at.
And the dog's head finally turns to the point where it's just like gone. Yeah, it's not there anymore.
And in between those two things, I don't know if did I point this out to you? You know, like when you're out in a hot day driving and there's the heat mirage.
I did see that. Yep.
It looks like there's like waves
gas, like when you're getting gas in the fumes.
Yeah, between them. No, it's wild. Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's a good one to bring up. That happened. We did have Kat and Erika, the homeowners, stay behind. And at one point, they say a lot of the activity happens in the bedroom. We took them in there and they just acted like they were going to bed for the night. They got under the covers and acted like they were going to go to sleep. That didn't last very long because Erika, I was confusing which name applies to who. Erika got upset and had to leave.
Yeah.
So that didn't last very long. And they spent most of the time out in the garage because
they're being tormented here.
Right.
They're sleeping in their garage.
I know. They've made a living area.
And they've got this beautiful house.
They've got all this living area that they can't use. Because
I feel bad for them.
Well, and the main mission that they really wanted was for us to get a name. That was what Erika wanted. She wanted a name. And we did get a potential name.
I don't know if it's the name that she was looking for. And I can't even say for sure that that's what that says.
No, but it is a possibility of a name.
I don't really know. Did we have any other personal Oh, yes, we did.
You and I did.
Well, and so did Bobby, too. But she didn't know it.
Right.
So she went into Kat and Erika's bedroom, and she laid on the bed by herself in there in the dark.
Now, we do need to say up front that Bobby could sleep in the middle of a war zone.
Well, she gets up. She works till
Bobby and Tyler
overnight.
Both. Like, if the Russians launch nukes, they're fucked.
No, they're fine. They'll just sleep right through it. But she works like... She gets up like ungodly early.
She gets up at 2 a.m.
Yeah. But anyway, she was in the bedroom, and I'm going to back up a little bit because one of the claims that the homeowners made was the closet in their bedroom. They see movement inside the closet, and the light turns on when they don't have the light on. So we made several, attempts to get that light. Can you turn the light on or something? And nothing happened. And then we all left that room, and Bobby went in there and laid on the bed. And while she was laying on the bed, the light in the closet did come on. And she didn't even know it because I think she fell asleep.
She did fall asleep.
but she had no. But when we all went back in there and we're like, "Did you turn that light on?" She's like, "I haven't been over there at all." So that light did come on in the bedroom, while she was in there too. They thought a lot of the activity was happening in their bedroom. However, our evidence kind of points towards.
It points to the most evidence we got. The clearest evidence we got came out of the empty room.
Is that what they call the painting room?
No, the painting room is the room directly across. This is the room at the end of the hall where they had reported very little activity at all.
Which room had the painting in it that was gifted to them?
The painting room.
That's what we call the painting room. Now, what's interesting, and I don't like to make these correlations, but I'm going to mention it because they mentioned it, and when I looked at it, I saw the similarities myself. That painting that was painted by a relative, I think, many years ago.
It was a
really cool looking, creepy psychedelic.
It was very creepy.
Kat's mom,
maybe.
Yeah.
It had just all these variety of faces and,
creepy in a cool way.
Yeah, like, it was pretty cool.
A neat looking painting.
Two of the faces on there were, one of them
looked like a dog thing.
Looked like the dog in the video, and the other one looked like the human face that was under there.
Because it had a really long kind of like a nose, almost like a witch's nose.
Just looked very similar.
Do you have a photo of the painting that you can post with this?
I took. I mean, I know he.
I got
does.
video of it.
because he videoed the whole. I mean, he videoed the whole investigation, the whole thing.
Once they pointed that out, like I could tell that they were very similar. And that could be a coincidence, sure.
If we think of anything else as we go here, we'll be sure we'll throw it up.
We probably need to get to the EVPs.
Yeah, I know, because there's so many, and a lot of these are, like John said, they're the kind of type of EVPs that we get.
The very stereotypical ghost stuff.
Yeah.
It's probably the most clear ones are the room at the end of the hall.
Okay.
Not the painting room, but the other one.
Well, we can start there.
Now, you're going to hear us very distant because we're going to be in the other rooms. We never really did a lot of stuff in this room.
We got a lot of attention getting type stuff, EVPs, like hey type things, and we even got shushed a few times. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Now these are all coming from that mic, and this is that bedroom.
Yeah, this is the isolated tie mic in that bedroom. It's not even really a bedroom; it's more of an office type thing at the end of the hall.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just play them and we'll break them down after. Here we go.
So that's good.
See, there's your typical hey. Did you hear it there at the beginning? I'll roll it again.
So that's good.
Almost sounds female though. So there's that one. I'm going to go on to this one here because I found it interesting. This is an EVP that I don't think we've ever caught before of us being shushed. And we'll pull it up. Here we go. I don't know what else it could be. It could be something else, and
could
if
be
anybody
breathing too.
Could be. I know that this one. Here's another one of those shushing ones. I can go ahead and play that one too.
Right behind pillows. Really? Behind both of us.
Okay, now that's when. Okay,
that sounds very similar to the last one.
Me and John and Tyler were in the main master bedroom. Me and John were. I think you laid on the bed, and I was like sitting on the edge, and Tyler was over in the corner with a camera.
Right, there was a pillow. Camera. There was a pillow between Chris and I that got yanked out of the way.
It did, yeah. And I'm not just talking. It fell over a little bit. It moved a whole bunch to the point where it scared the hell out of me.
Chris had thought that I had done it originally, and I had not.
Well, I thought you were moving around.
There's so many EVPs that it really, we've got so, normally you'll do an investigation, you'll come out of that with all of the recorders, maybe 20 or 30, and this time we had hundreds.
Yep. Let's pull up this one right here.
We've watched that like 50 times.
Getting ready to say something.
It's the same one.
Did you hear it back there? Mm-hmm. That one sounded more male. It's a long, drawn out. Yeah, it's back there. Here we go. We'll roll it again.
We've watched that like 50 times.
Getting ready to say something.
It's the same one.
Yeah, like you said, getting a name was like her main goal for us. I don't know if we succeeded or not.
We have one that's possible.
What we did succeed in is experiencing a lot of the things that she had experienced herself. But we're going to keep rolling here. Let me pull this one up from the mic at the end of the hallway.
I'm so glad that you just found it.
That's a lot of people talking, but I did hear like that. Yeah, let me do it again. Right there, and just your zombie-ish type thing there. All right, here's another one of those.
Yeah, or we also heard in the painting room too. We haven't done anything there. All right, well, if you wanted to say anything or do anything, right now would be a good time.
It was right there. Let me back that up and we can play that part again.
All right, well, if you wanted to say anything or do anything, right now would be a good time.
Hate it when monsters hack on a hairball.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one.
Something moved right between us.
There's like a screech on here.
Okay, was that us also talking about the pillow?
Yeah.
Okay, because I hear a yeah at the beginning.
Something moved right between us.
Yeah,
There's
right
like a screech on here.
Like I said, or like we've said, we've got a whole bunch of these, so we're just going to keep right on rolling through them. These are all from the same room. Here's another one.
What was that?
So like John said when we were kind of sitting down to listen through these, if Ty hears it, it's an automatic...
I flag it.
It's an automatic flag because he usually doesn't hear them. And honestly, I usually don't either on site. Let me play that one again. I think this thing you're referring to is here at the very beginning. And it's important to point out again, we're not saying take a listen to this ghost we captured. We've just been able through, by way of, listening to multiple recorders of multiple angles, been able to say we don't know what this might be. Here we go again.
There.
Right there. All right, here is a little more of your traditional EVP, another whisper.
Yeah.
The microscope.
Okay, it was back there. I'm going to play it again.
The microscope.
Also, there are wind chimes on a lot of these, like very audibly.
Yeah, those are going to pop up a few times. Sometimes in the creepiest moment, all of a sudden this wind chime will pop up. I'm going to move up to this painting room. You got a lot in there. Here's a whisper. Now, when we say the painting room, it's the room that holds that painting that we were just talking about, that has the faces in it. That I guess you said that was her mom that painted that? Someone said that was her mom. These are all from that room, which is across the hallway from the master bedroom. This is a whisper from that room. Here we go.
So that's good. What do you think? Yeah, we'll let him.
Okay, do it again.
So
There, right there. Yeah, there's something definitely there from that same room with the painting.
There. There.
A couple of times, yeah, a couple of no's there. It's a little quiet. Let's go ahead and roll that one more time. Yeah,
Couple of them.
Couple of them there. When you were talking earlier about a lot of the activity coming out of the back bedroom, I thought you meant this room, because when I looked at this folder, I'm like, Jesus. This
No,
thing.
well, I think the reason why that's so much of it is because the microphone is set near the door.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it
it's going to
other
catch.
stuff.
It's going to catch them in other areas.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll the next one here.
I wonder if it's blowing like the siding onto the house.
it could be.
Okay, yeah, another whispery sound back there. Usually when we do these reviews, these EVP wrap-ups, we'll go through and play them multiple times, but there's so many. We're going to have to keep
We would
moving.
be here for years.
We're going to have to keep moving forward. Here's one that John and Bobby heard.
Something moved right between us.
There's like a screech on here.
Okay, we had played that one, but this is just another angle of that same EVP. It's kind of part of the process of going through these things. Here's one where me and Ty heard some whispering back there.
Whispering. I heard it.
It's one of those moments where the wind chimes decide to kick in. Let's do it again.
Whispering. I heard it.
Now, I'm trying to remember when we did our pre-interview and walkthrough with Erika, what was the name? I don't want to say the name that she wanted us to get, but what was the name that she mentioned that might be
I
possible?
cannot remember. It was not the name that we think that we may have gotten.
No, and for whatever reason, the name Byron is stuck in my head.
think that's
and that
right.
may not be right, but that's what's that's what's stuck in my head. So we'll kind of keep that in mind as we go through here. Here is another EVP. Let me pull it up here and check it out.
I'm gonna use this one.
Okay, it sounded like go or something there. Do it again.
I'm gonna use this one.
It was a voice that should not have been there. Here's another one.
No.
Oh, did you hear that?
There. Yeah, I heard something there.
I like these where we hear them, because most of the time we don't hear them. Who was that?
That would be myself and the ghost hunter.
Hunter? Okay. Let me pull it up again, because you guys heard this, on site. I like that when we catch those that we hear on site. Let's play it again.
No.
Did you hear that?
There. Yeah, I heard something there.
I mean, because when that happens, when you hear it on site, you've automatically eliminated that it might be one of us, because you're there.
Right.
So I do like those. That was a good one. Let's go on to the next. We'll just keep on rolling here.
There's something here.
Yeah.
Do you need light in here?
Nope. Less light
So
for the-
that's good.
Another hey, and I think I heard a no in there at one point. I'll do that one again, though. I want to hear it again.
There's something here.
Yeah.
Do you need light in here?
Nope. Less light
So
for the-
that's good.
There's that female whisper that says, "Hey." There's she says something.
Well,
else before.
that's why I was trying to listen. I couldn't zero in and tell exactly, even if that was definitely what I thought was, if that was like fabric movement or something, I couldn't really tell. The hey definitely wasn't. I'm not sure, where that would have possibly came from. But it looks like that we got shushed again on this one.
It's so rhythmatic. It's almost breathing.
Got to be a female shushing us.
It's like rhythmatic though. Like
Yeah, it does kind of have a pace and a rhythm to it. Give this one a shot. See what we got here. Let me do that again. I don't know. I wonder if the sound at the beginning was
What's it labeled?
some kind of vocal.
I cannot describe to you enough the number of these things that
and
I
when
did.
you listen, they all start sounding. When you're sitting there doing it, they all start sounding very similar. Let me go ahead and let me just roll on to the next one here. Here we go.
We'll make you a star.
There.
Because if it's one thing that we're known for, it's making people stars. What were you? Oh, you were saying. Okay, I remember.
We were talking about Nick.
Yeah. Well, I think weren't you saying if you'll come out and say something, we'll put you on the podcast or something?
Yeah.
We'll make
we were offering to turn him into a big star on the podcast.
Okay.
The guys here, Pythian, seem to really like that.
Here's another one.
You see, it's right here. I'm walking around here where Chris is at.
I wonder if that vocal at the end is anything or if that's one of us. I couldn't tell when I listened to it. Let me roll it
You see,
again.
it's right here.
There's
I'm
that
walking
one.
around here where Chris is at.
And there's the one at the end, which may be us. We're not going to draw attention to that one.
Distant to tell.
I like this one. I like being told to go away for some reason, and I believe that's what we caught on this one. We may have to roll this one twice. Very quick. Let me do it again.
There. I think it says go away.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Dustin still looks like he's trying to hear it. Want me to roll it again?
Yeah, I just hear like one syllable.
Try it again. Here we go. Oh, it's real quick. Yeah. It sounds like that, like John just did. I don't know for sure what's being said there. Let's go ahead and roll through a few of these. Now, these are from the bedroom, the main bedroom. Did I skip over the name? Well, we'll fish around here in a minute. I'll pull that up here in just a second. Let's go ahead and roll through a couple of these from the master bedroom real quick.
Okay, if you're in here, can you make a sound for us so that we know where you are?
There.
Yep. And do it again. The mechanical sounds you hear at the beginning is just us. It's the hey after near the end here.
Okay, if you're in here, can you make a sound for us so that we know where you are?
There.
So that was a response. I did not hear it, when we were there. Let's keep on rolling here. These are all from the master bedroom.
Something moved right between us.
There's like a screech on here.
That's a third angle of that one, and the EVP is still there. All right, here we go. Here's another one.
Oh my god, but there's a red coat behind the door.
What?
Whenever it's really dark in here, you can see.
I hear a zipper, then what sounds like what is that, like a zipper to a bag? All right, let's do it again.
Oh my god, but there's a red coat behind the door.
What?
Whenever it's really dark in here, you can see.
Sounds like yeah.
Heard a yeah there, for sure. This is a whisper to Erika.
There anyway, so.
Your light did come on over there.
Yeah.
That sounded like breathing maybe behind her after she talks one more.
There anyway, so.
Your light did come on over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it say hate her?
Oh, I don't know. Did it?
Listen to that. It says hate her.
Okay, let's try that again.
There anyway, so.
Your light did come on over there.
Yeah.
It sounded like it to
think it
me,
says
but that
hate
may be
her.
because you planted it in my head. Did you hear what he's talking about?
I hear her.
I didn't.
Okay, here, let me do it again. All right, here we go.
There anyway, so.
Your light did come on over there.
I did hear the A part. I heard the. Yeah.
I hear I hate her.
Yeah.
Okay, now, let me back it up. The I's
can't.
kind of.
There anyway, so.
Your light did come on over there.
Yeah.
I hear hate her
can't
for
hear
sure.
it.
Maybe.
What are you not hearing? You don't hear any of
I
it?
just hear breathing. I don't hear
Really?
syllables at all.
Well,
Do you have tie disease?
Here, we'll point.
I hear the noise. I just don't hear it.
Here, listen though. Listen. Okay, we'll point at you.
There anyway, so.
Your light did come on over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
hear
just,
that.
it's just breathing
I
to
hear
me.
clear as a bell.
I-
Well, I
hear
think
something.
I think I hear hate her.
That sure is what it sounds like now that you mentioned that. It does. Keep on rolling here. This is another whisper. What was that? Okay, that was one that was heard on site. What was that? Okay, this one is. I like these that have this ominous titling.
Evil breath sound behind us.
I like these, and this is a good one.
That like 50 times.
Getting ready to say something.
It's the same one.
I remember that from
A monstery type
Very apt
respiration.
description.
Do it again. Here we go.
That like 50 times.
Getting ready to say something.
It's the same one.
I remember that from. I don't like that.
If a breath was evil, it would be that.
Yeah, and then now, John, at one point you said you debunked one of the growls. If I accidentally play it,
There's if you go back up when Erika and Kat are in the painting room, and Kat says, "What was that growl I just heard?" I think that's actually a chair being scooted in the kitchen. Now, I will say, if Erika and Kat are hearing those growls in their house and it's just Erika and Kat, something's still scooting a chair. I think that's what that growl is.
Well, if that describes the one I'm getting ready to play, then we'll toss it. But I did mark this one to play. Let's see what we've got on here.
Sleep in here, but we just can't. We can't sleep in here anywhere.
What do we have in here? I don't.
You guys had actually quiet around.
That was it. That's the one. If you go back to the living room,
is that it? Okay.
If you play the living room, if you play the living room one, you can hear the chair being scooted.
After the chair scooted, is there a whispering type thing? Let me roll it one more time.
Sleep in here, but we just can't. We can't sleep in here anywhere.
What do we have in here? I don't.
Yeah, there is. There's I need something.
Yeah, that's the part. After we'll ignore the chair. Let me go to that spot real quick.
Anywhere.
What do we have in here? I don't.
You guys had actually quiet around.
Boy, that seems like one of those where we can figure out what it says. Let me try one more time.
Sleep in here anywhere.
What do we have in here? I don't.
Does it say no way?
I think I hear like an S. Let me do that. Let me play it one more time.
Can't sleep in here anywhere.
What do we have in here? I don't.
You guys had actually quiet around. Sleep in here.
What'd you say?
No something.
I can't tell, and I would hate to start launching, lobbing a bunch of things it could be because I can't be sure. This is I don't know if there's an EVP on here, but this is at least the audio of when we were sitting on the bed whenever it moved. I think that's what this is. Let me pull it up and make sure.
What the hell was that?
Was that you?
The hell was that?
Was that something that just right behind me?
Jesus!
You can hear it moving.
You can hear the bed creak. I clicked my flashlight on and shined it at John to see if he was readjusting, and his eyes were like saucers. I'm going to play that one again. Here we go.
What the hell was that?
Was that you?
The hell was that?
Was that something that just right behind me?
Jesus!
You can hear the scrambling.
It's funny because the light coming on is like the moment where.
Yeah. I still remember. Let me play it one more time because that's funny as hell.
What the hell was that?
Was that you?
The hell was that?
Was that something that just right behind me?
Jesus!
It was like something crawled up in between.
Well, you can hear.
Yeah.
Is that the sound of the pillow moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that's the sound of, but I remember exactly how that sequence played out. And I know we're sitting here joking and talking about it. We don't have to live there and have something crawl into bed with us. That's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, it is. You can hear you both scrambling to get up out of the bed at the same time as the chaos starts.
Well, I shined the light on him because I thought for sure he was moving something, but he wasn't. He was still laying on his back in the position you see someone laying in a casket with his hands like this, across his chest. He wasn't moving at all.
Did he get up like you do out of a casket too?
I can hear us getting here. Do it again.
What the hell was that?
Was that you?
The hell was that?
Was that something that just right behind me?
Jesus!
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna keep on rolling through here. This is one where it's gonna be. You got to really listen. But let me go ahead and roll it here, and we can break it down after.
What would you like for Christmas?
I can't tell because it sounds like there's some kind of response, and those damn wind chimes kick in again because it was windy as hell. What was it, like 8 degrees that night when we were out there? I can't tell for sure on that. Here's what is this? I can't remember now. More of the bed moving. Is that more of like when we were there, or is that something here? We can just listen and we can listen and find out. That was just the bed moving, I guess, when nobody was in there. Let's see. Let's try this one right here. This is Tyler.
Let's try again.
Okay. I hear that classic response sounding thing at the end there. Now, this is the one you were talking about where there might be a name there. I can't tell. Maybe I'll hear it better this time when I play it, but let's give it a shot here. Let me pull it up.
Vocal.
Okay, that was after we had asked for a name, and it's at the very beginning.
Listen again.
Let's try it one more time.
Absolutely.
I actually did hear that.
I think it says Luke.
While we were there,
Yeah. Whisper just now.
100% heard that. Yeah, in the room with us. Okay, let me do that at the beginning one more time. I hear a K.
I think I do hear Luke.
I think it says Luke.
Try it again. Luke the Spook? I don't know. Luke. I don't know. One more time. Here we go. That was after we had asked for a name, and that's what we hear. We just can't be 100%.
It's not crystal clear.
Let's go ahead and roll on to the next one here. Here is another whisper.
Everything okay?
Okay, let me back up for a minute because I thought that was Bobby laughing at first.
Oh, that's not Bobby.
That's not Bobby laughing.
Not.
That's Erica.
It's Erica, and she's
she got
really
upset.
having a traumatic experience.
Yeah. So now that with that in mind, let me listen again because I thought when I listened earlier, I thought I was hearing Bobby laughing about something. Okay, let me just play it again.
There.
Oh, okay. Now, if that's not one of them, did you hear it?
No, because you're the first one. The first one. The I got you is Kat. That's Kat talking.
I remember her saying that.
Yeah, but it's the second one. There's something there, and I don't know what it is. Now, Chris and I were in the room. We didn't see anything.
When was this?
It's when Kat and Erica were in the bed.
It's when Kat was really having.
I think I was with Bobby. And
We just had them simulate going to bed at night because that's when a lot of
You were in the garage.
I was in the kitchen.
Your kitchen.
Okay, let me go
That
to that
makes sense.
spot one more time. It sounds like that was me.
Yeah, something.
One more time. Last one. Here we go.
That was me.
That was me or that was mean? I can't tell.
Well, I think it was that was me.
That was me would make more sense.
Because she had said that she'd seen it, and we said we didn't see anything.
This is one where John and Hunter hear the voice out loud. Here we go.
Yeah, I heard it too. Erica's again.
Yeah, I heard it over here this time, I think.
Where were you?
This was in the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
We were with you.
Oh, was I in there?
Pretty sure.
Weren't
you talking at the beginning?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's try it again.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah.
Erica's again.
Yeah, I heard it over here this time, I think.
When the three of us were in there, and actually Bobby was in there too, we could hear breathing the whole time.
And it was moving around the room, too.
Yeah, it would be on the right side of the room, then on the left. It wasn't a wind. It wasn't a branch scraping the house. It was breathing that we could hear the whole time.
And it was coming from directions, like, I was hearing it in the opposite direction of you guys. Like, it was coming from toward the wall most of the time.
It wasn't any of us.
And not the outside wall.
At
like
one point, it sounded like it was under the bed. So anyway, we did hear that, the whole time. And it was quite, you could hear it with the naked ear.
It was consistent.
Yeah, it just kept happening.
What sounded like breathing that we caught earlier? That was rhythmic?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It could have been.
Yeah, it kept happening the whole time. All right, we're going to keep on rolling here and move on to the next one. Here's another whisper.
That way we know what to call you.
Okay, now that's another one where we're asking for a name, right?
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, it's near the end. Let me roll it again.
With a Boston accent for some reason.
Oh, I couldn't hear it that well. Let me try it again.
That way we know what to call you.
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear the response at the end?
I don't hear shit.
I hear like a knock or something, but I don't hear a voice.
No, it's two syllables. Here we go.
That way we know what to call you.
And then knock.
Yeah,
I don't hear anything.
You guys are stupid.
Must be.
One more time. Here we go. It's at the end. It's two syllables. This one's easier to hear than some of the other ones.
That way we know what to call you.
Oh, yeah. I heard it back there.
Something.
Can't tell.
That way we know what to call you. Hey.
Oh, that was him. That was him.
I'm walking here.
All right, let's go on to another one called Strange Noise. Here we go.
We just really want to know some more stuff about you.
I don't hear shit.
Now, if that wasn't John ready for Taco Bell,
I was going to say.
that can't be. Let's try it again. Here we go.
We just really want to know some more stuff about you.
Or it could be, like a cushion readjust. I can't be sure. Let's go ahead and roll on to this one right here. Here we go.
For some reason, you don't want to tell us your name?
That one was super distant.
I hear a thing in there.
We really hit that name thing hard as hell.
That was really what she wanted.
Yeah, I know. And we tried and tried and tried and tried. The one where it sounds like Luke or something, I can't be sure, is the closest I think we got.
Yeah, we didn't really get a definitive, not Sarah Morrissey.
Right.
What was the name of that dude that she was talking about?
That's what we were talking about
Evil
earlier.
dude.
It was like Byron or something. Oh. I can't remember. And that could be way off. For whatever reason, that name stuck in my head.
Fuck, I was there when she was talking about that. I don't remember.
It'd be on my camera.
She was talking about, and we don't have to get a whole lot of detail here, but she was talking about a person, a human that she knew who was kind of a piece of shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Like involved with them somehow as like extended family or something.
Say Byron?
Don't take that to the bank. I can't remember.
Byron Buxton, center fielder, Minnesota.
But she
Twins.
said if somebody somebody were to like return and haunt them, it would have been
right,
that dude.
Because didn't he have like a history of domestic violence of some kind?
It was violence of some kind.
It was pretty rough.
There was a reason why that she thought that, but we didn't find any evidence that pointed to that. But
you mean to that guy?
Right. Not to that name, but as Edwin Becker would always point out in all of these things, you can't really trust what the thing tells you anyway. So
I know that was a really super important part for her. I mean, for me, I feel like we accomplished the important part for us, which was experiencing and capturing a lot of these things that she said that they have experienced. Because like you said, they've set up living quarters out in the garage. I mean, like full-time living quarters. Don't they just go to the kitchen pretty much in the bathroom?
Right.
I mean,
it's pushed them completely out of their house.
Bedroom, TV, everything is out in the garage now. We do have a few more of these here we can roll through. Let me go ahead and pull one up here. Here we go.
Have you noticed that?
No, but try it again. Let me try it one more time. I didn't hear it.
Behind you.
I didn't hear anything that time.
Have you noticed that?
No, but try it again. Yeah, it was back there. It's going to be super hard to hear in a podcast format. Whenever we get like 400 EVPs, a lot of times I put a bunch of them. I put a whole bunch of them on the website. Like we have the 417 Tap House page up there. And I put more on Tap House on the website than we played on the podcast. Because that way you can kind of go through and select which ones you want to hear. When we're playing them on a podcast, we've got a million hays.
Yeah, you could do...
We've got a million yes. We got a million, whispers. We're just trying to pick and choose, just a few. This is in the office area.
Whispering.
Yeah. Say that again.
Whispering.
I heard it. Say that again, louder. Is that happening the whole time?
Yes. Yeah, it's whispering the whole time.
I can't pick up
didn't know what I was looking for.
You can't really hear it, but you can hear this.
It's just going on the whole time. I can't pick up a single thing.
That kind of thing.
John's going to do that for the rest of this episode.
Committed.
That's what it's doing.
He is committed to that one. It sounds like that. It sounds like that continues throughout the whole thing.
I was getting distracted by wind chimes again.
Yeah, those seem to pop in at the most inopportune and creepiest moments. So here's one we caught. I'm kind of looking through a few of these. I like the sound of that one.
Yeah, my eyes widened a bit.
Monster Behind Hunter. So when we're naming these things, we have to name them in a way that we can remember what the hell they are when we go back to play them. That does not mean we think there is a monster behind Hunter.
Right.
That's how we're describing.
Yeah, you can't just call it unknown audio.
Right.
You can if you've got 2 of them, but you can't if you've got 400 of them.
Here we go. Let's see what kind of monster was behind you.
Wondering a long time.
Usually in bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's that barfing frog man.
Yeah.
Let me do it again. Here we go.
Wondering a long time.
Usually in bed thinking, I wonder.
What was that?
There's a bunch on the two task cams. Have both got quite a few, and the handheld zoom's got a lot. There's some good ones on the handheld zoom too.
Yeah, there are. I'm looking through them here. Let's go ahead and pull up another one and play it while we're in here.
Okay, so that was in 1990. But also, when you go back,
Okay, so it was that. It sounded kind of like, remember at Ashley's house, the who's that? The old man. Who's that? It sounds kind of like that. Let me do it again here. Here we go.
Okay, so that was in 1990. But also, when you go back, my point.
Can't tell. This is when Bobby was sleeping in the master bedroom. Apparently, we caught an EVP. Are we sure it's not Bobby sleeping, talking in her sleep? All right, let's find out here. We'll pull it up and play it. Here we go.
So do you have a problem with Kat and Erika?
Was it that noise at the start?
Maybe. Probably one of the things we should bring up is why we keep asking if they have a problem with Kat and Erika is because part of their theory, Kat and Erika's theory, is that whatever is there doesn't approve of their lifestyle, right?
Yeah. That's their theory.
Their lifestyle being, that they're lesbians. So I only bring that up because I may hit the one here in a minute where you just point blank say, do you have a problem with...
Right, because we just kept dancing around the issue.
Yeah, out of context, that might be kind of strange.
Right. I thought I had to add a little bit of context in case...
And what had happened, Chris is like, have you addressed the relationship? And I said, well, I've asked about a relationship. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to ask it point blank. That way...
Yeah, and you did. You said, do you have a problem with lesbians? And I don't think... Was there a response on that one?
I don't remember. There's like 8 billion of these things.
There's a ton. I don't think so because doesn't look like I marked it. Okay, let's go ahead and let's roll a couple more here. Here we go.
And so,
and he died in not a good way. So he would be an unhappy, angry spirit, but he would be even more angry than I'm laying in bed with a woman.
Okay, see, that would be something that would make sense.
Right.
That would be.
But I've asked it directly several times. And
so I brought that up at a good time, apparently, because that's what we're talking about. She's talking about the guy that she knew in life, and not approving.
Right, and it says
Okay, let me play it. I was listening to the wrong.
She said that it would not approve of that, and it says
Okay, let me do it again.
And so,
and he died in not a good way. So he would be an unhappy, angry spirit, but he would be even more angry than I'm laying in bed with a woman.
Okay.
Oh, right there.
One more time.
Okay, let me roll through one more time.
There's what could be a male response of
Okay, let me do it again.
And so,
and he died in not a good way. So he would be an unhappy, angry spirit, but he would be even more angry than I'm laying in bed with a woman.
There.
Right there. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It's like an agreement.
I think there's also a in there.
Could that have been one of us? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very difficult.
Many as you got, you could toss it.
Well, we don't even necessarily have to. I know it's important for those guys being Kat and Erika, to know. They really want to find out who it is and why they would have a problem with them. That's why I feel like we should probably leave it in there. That way they can hear it, and if they pull anything out of there, then all the better. Let's go ahead and go on to another one here. Here we go.
Yeah.
There's something. There's something here.
Yeah.
Do you need light in here?
Nope.
So that's
there.
What do you think? What about us?
Definitely a clear female sounding hey there again. Like I said a minute ago, we could keep going. We got some good stuff. We got a lot of stuff there. We just don't want to be redundant. I mean, at this point, what do you guys think? We could keep going. We could keep playing things that are going to sound like things we've already played. There's a bunch. As far as like how many EVPs we collected from the house, this is like a ton. I mean, we could keep playing them, or we could just say, you know what, they've got something happening there, and then we could put the rest of them on the website. I'm good with either direction. I don't want anybody listening to the podcast to be like, didn't you just play that one? It's like, no, they just kind of they sound very similar in that way.
I don't think there's anything dramatically different from the other elements that are on here. I don't think.
I mean, all the work of pulling these out is not going to be in vain. I am going to put it on the website, and people can poke through and pick at and choose whichever ones they want to listen to. We'll put most of these up there. But as far as the podcast format goes, I just didn't know if we wanted to just like do kind of a wrap up of their place, because there's something in there,
right?
Definitely. I mean, 100%.
We've got a bunch of them, and I don't mean to dismiss anything, but how many more? Yeah,
and there's a bunch. I mean, you pulled out hundreds of them here. Getting up on the website is going to be a chore, but we'll get it done. As far as their house goes, I would say there's something in there. I can't say they're going to want to say, well, do you think it feels evil? I don't know.
They're sleeping in the garage.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's kind of subjective to us, not necessarily. To you, yeah,
it's
probably.
a subjective thing. Like if you've been driven out of your house and you're sleeping in a cold garage every night.
Yeah. What would it take for me to sleep in my garage when it's 12 degrees?
The pillow to move between you and John?
That's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, for that to happen, for me to go out in the garage when it's cold as fuck, it would have to be pretty significant.
I don't care how tough you pretend to be. Anybody that pretends to be tough has a much lower tolerance than they're telling you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and it's also when it happens to you. I mean, you heard me react onto these things, and we've been to a ton of these things over the years.
One guy that's acting really tough and says he's not scared of anything, put him in a house alone and have him let him wake up to a creepy whisper saying, "Get out."
Yeah,
he's going to get out.
People say that all the time about how, you know, it doesn't even scare me. It's like, well, bullshit. Then you haven't been in the right place.
And on our way home from this investigation, I was talking with my wife, with Jenna, and I was like, I just feel really bad for them.
Well, yeah,
because there's nothing we can do.
Well, as far as
made that clear,
as far as like elimination of the problem, we can't really do that. And I've tried like hell to hook them up with someone who could at least come try to do something.
What would I do?
I would move.
But it doesn't matter. She says that she experiences this everywhere she goes. She had an experience at the gas station.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So like it's almost inescapable at that point.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess the best thing you can do is just try to like come to terms with it and live the best life you can.
Well, you know what? At this point in time, here's what I would start doing. At this, I know that we're not big fans of psychics and mediums and all that. I know that we don't buy into that, but I think I would try it, and I think I would try religious figures.
I would as well. I mean, I don't know if I would probably go I would probably, between the choice of religious and psychic, I would probably go with the religious one first.
I would too. Because I think
even though I am not a religious person,
those are my only two choices
at all. That's them. Unless you got one
a third
that I can't think of.
Why don't you give us a third, and we'll run down that avenue.
Yeah, because I mean, Kat seemed to be of the opinion, and she could be correct. Remember that evening when she had to leave at one point to go. She was like a caretaker for somebody. She had to leave for a little bit, and she came into the bedroom where we all were and was trying to rile it up to come out. And she said something about, why don't you come out when there's a bunch of men here? You only wait till there's two women in the house. I mean, maybe there's something to that too. I don't know.
It could be. I mean, we don't know. And the thing I always talk about too is what happens when you start experiencing paranormal activity. It kind of snowballs because you can have legitimate paranormal activity, then anything at all that happens in the house at all, you're going to think is paranormal.
Well, that happens to a lot of people.
And it'll have an effect on you mentally too.
Of course.
Yes.
I mean, that can't.
Well, and
that's not a blame on anybody, but that's just natural.
Yes,
right?
Yes, and then think about what this also does to your sleep. You're not going to sleep at all, ever.
You're
never going to get any sleep, and that's going to also make that worse. So I don't know. I think that's a matter of the church at this point in time. I really do.
I don't. I've tried like hell to try to find someone to come out there and do something. I've tried since April or May, whenever we were there. The group that we used to use, I can't get. And we didn't really have a partnership with them. They were just the group, the bunch that we used. I can't get them to even reply. So I don't know if it's a different crew in there now that maybe don't know who the fuck I am. That's highly possible. Or, who we are. Because I used to always email them to, whenever I would just shoot them an email whenever it was time, for them to, go do whatever they do. And then they would reply back. I can't get a reply back now. But, at this point, moving forward, we stamp it haunted.
Yes.
There's paranormal activity in there of some kind. Now, we can't sit here and say every single piece we played here today is a ghost, but a lot of these we can't explain.
Something's going on.
And there's something going on in there because something crawled into the bed, for sure.
That video alone.
Yeah,
honestly,
the video.
For me, just our past experiences, and then you add the video on top of it, there's something going on.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll get that whenever we get all this, sorted out and, pulled apart and put onto the website, mwghosthunters.com. We will we'll go through and post that video from their iPad as well, because she did, I believe, send that to me. I know I have.
She did. She sent it to you. I saw it on your phone.
So we'll get that pulled up, and I could probably even circle where you need to look. I know I needed that guidance. I didn't know where to look on that thing, but once I did, I was like, oh, good Lord, I've never. No, that's nuts. So we will get that. We'll get that up on the website soon. We're going to call Kat and Erika's house. Has paranormal activity. I wish there was more at this point that we could do. I don't know what that would be.
I think it's in a higher power than us.
So if anybody listening to the podcast has any ideas, it seems stupid stupid for us to be asking podcast listeners, but where to go. Most of the time, people want us to come out and prove that they're having paranormal activity. We've done that. Now they're wanting, something
to get rid of
it, and that's beyond our scope. That's outside our orbit. So, if anybody has any clues on, for who for them to get a hold of for that, because we've lost kind of our contact for that part of it. You can get a hold of us. Just email contact@mwghosthunters.com.
And we'll have more Dark Matter next week from Pythian Castle in Springfield, Missouri with Midwest Ghost Hunters.